Video, it's just to introduce the CAS. So you would have loaded up your CAS, charged it. In your CAS packet, you'll get also instructions on how to get basically the commuter emulator of the CAS, which is what I'm using right now here. And this allows you to produce programs on your CAS, download it to your CAS, stuff like that. Also, if you left your CAS at home, you can use this on your computer all the time at home or at school, of course. But just to come up with, if you go home, so just press home button, and here I have calculate, graph, new, browse, current settings, and then all these icons down here. So the first things, if we go into calculate, it just acts like a normal calculator, and you do 4 times 324 and it'll give you the answer. Okay, and it also has a graphing mechanism as well within the CAS. Alright, and this can do most of the fractions, as you can see there. If you want a decimal answer of the fraction, so control enter will give the equivalent decimal values of that fraction, so you can see the little wavy lines there, which will help. Okay, you have lots of other little functions on the CAS itself, hence with all the blue writing, which you then can operate from the control center. One thing that you can do, and I'll just go into home and back into this part of the calculator, which is also the calculator, but it has a lot more functions. So there's a lot more functions that you can use. So you can see there that it automatically does that. You can do control N, and a lot of the functions that you normally get on a Word document as such can also work within CAS. So control copy, control paste, control C, control V work, control N, new, control S, save. Most of the ones that you normally see in Word or Microsoft products, you can get the same thing here. You can add new documents, so you can add another page. Do control doc will also add a new page, so you can see the plus page there. That adds a new page, and you can add any of these pages within the document that you're making. You can also have any of the functions that you can see here. So if you want to put an equal sign in, you can put an equal sign in. If you want a less than or equal sign, you can do control and press that equal sign, and it gives you a little scroll down menu here that you can use. If you want to go back, you can escape and it will escape out of that. You can do control back, or control Z also works, and undo. Right, so all of those still work just like you would normally see in a Word document as you would be writing. There's lots of other things, like if you want to see the multiple pages that you have up, you can go control and use the tab area, which is this bit here, and press the up arrow, and then you can see the multiple pages that come up and see which one you're using. Or if you want to delete one, you can highlight it and delete it. You can select this one, so I'll select that one and go into it. It's the same thing within your CAS, and you've got your little navigation pad here in the middle of your CAS that navigates your cursor around the actual screen. You can have also like lots of other things. So like if I press this open book, and I just call this the open book because this has got all like the commands and templates in it. So this is all the commands and all the different templates you can get within the CAS. So there's quite a lot, and there are some sharp or fast commands to get these up as well. If you're in a menu that you don't want to be in to, just press escape, it'll escape out of the menu. Things like if I press this button here will give me all the fraction template, powers of template, square root sign, all the different templates that you might use or see down the track in the, when you get into more and more complex mathematics. And again, if you don't want that menu up, press escape, deletes the menu. You can then also push control and then the open book, and it also will come up with symbols and lots of symbols. So we talked about Venn diagrams, a cut in probability, and you can see here's my intersection and my union symbol, and it's got the different monetary symbols, stars, ticks, and all sorts of things. So you click on that and produces a tick. And then you can have control and divided by sign, and you can see there's a fraction template above in the blue, so I can automatically get the fraction template up if I want to put a fraction in, my sum. So I can do that. It'll automatically stay as a fraction, okay, until I do control enter, and then it will write it as a decimal. I can set up the documents, so this is a document that I'm working in, so I can press the document menu here, and it gives me options in the documents. I can do file, I can do edit, I can do view, I can insert things in it, I can put pages in it, and I can split the page if I want to write something next to it. I can put settings in it, so change the document settings, log in, and don't press the test. Okay, one thing I do, make sure that you do not press this button here. Okay, all right, so stay away from number 999. No. All right, so that's a little bit about the CAS and some of its simple functions.